Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Now we are going to start complete course for new compositor here. So in this course we will see everything which is related to new. So this is first class of this course. So let's start the class here. So now here if you will see, this is new default interface. On top of, if you will see, these are our main menu here, maybe file menu, edit menu, workspace, all these menus are here, and these are our toolbar. So from here you can add your desired node according to your requirements here. And this is our new viewer here, and right side this is properties bin, and downside if you will see this node graph. So inside this node graph we will do compositing here, and this is a curve editor, and this is a top seed. So all these tabs we will see in details in our later classes. So now here first we are going to see our this toolbar. So suppose in new, if you want to add any node, then there are several methods. First, simply you can click on this toolbar. So maybe this is image tools here. So inside this you will get this read, write and constant, checkerboard, all these nodes here. And suppose from here if you want add any node, then simply just click here. So this will add your selected node inside our this node graph here. So like this you can add many nodes inside our this node graph here. So maybe again just simply click here and just click on this constant here. And second method, which is our inside our this node graph, so right click on inside our this node graph, then simply same thing just you will get here. So maybe in our this image tab, again you can click on this checkerboard here. So this will again add checkerboard node here. And third method, just simply click on our this node graph and just press tab button. So you will get your just node finder here, and just simply you can type it here. So maybe blur. So any node name, just simply you can search and just you can select. So now here if you will see, I have added our 4 nodes inside our nuke here. So now we are going to see our these properties bin here. So by default in nuke you will get actually properties here 10. 10 means at a time you can add 10 node properties inside our this properties bin here. But if you will add many properties in this property bin, so this will be a little bit complicated here. And suppose if you want to add only 1 or 2 node properties here, then simply from here you can edit. So maybe suppose just type it here 1. So only 1 node property you can add inside our this properties bin here. So just simply double click here. So now you will get this blur node properties here, and if you will click on this checkerboard properties, so just double click. So this will only show you here only this checkerboard property. So like this just you can define number of properties according to your requirements. So here mainly just we will work on 1 or 2 properties here. Suppose if you will type it here 2, so you will get only 2 node properties inside our this properties bin here. Then after this is our viewer here. So whatever node just you have created inside our this node graph, then you can simply view with the help of this viewer here. So suppose this checkerboard I have created, so then you have to connect with this viewer. So just simply pick this one and just connect with our this checkerboard. So now you can see here this is our checkerboard here. So like this just you can connect any node and you can view here. So suppose this constant, so just simply double click here and just little bit define maybe color 0 and 0. So now you will get here red constant here, and suppose if you want to view this one, then simply you can unplug from checkerboard and just connect with our this constant. So this will display here our this constant. So in nuke, whatever node you want to just display in our this viewer area, just simply you have to connect that node with our this viewer here. So now here just I have created all these 4 nodes here, and suppose if you want to delete any node from this node graph, then simply you can select. Even you can select multiple nodes from this node graph. So I have selected all these nodes and just simply click on delete button. So you will delete all these notes here. Even suppose if you have selected your viewer and if you have accidentally deleted this viewer, so nothing will be show here. So first, viewer is important. Viewer means you can just view inside this viewer anything whatever inside our this node graph. So now again we have to need a viewer. Then simply you can press Ctrl I, so you can add your new viewer here. Now again same as press tab, even you can also type viewer. So just select this one and just simply delete it here. So now after this, just we are going to see how we can import footage in Nuke. So for importing footage, we need here a read node. So for this, just simply click on this image, then click on this read node, and from here just you can select your folder. So these are our actually directories. So here in our F drive, new VFX footages, then inside this we have this new footage folder, this one. So now we are inside our this new footage folder. You can see here this is our actually directory or path. So maybe inside this images folder, just click here. So now we are open our this images folder here, and just simply select your image, which image you want to import. So one more important things here. So this little bit triangles here, so this will actually just only display your selected content inside our this importer here. So now if you will select, so this will not show here. So because just we have to check our this option, so just enable this one. Then if you will select any images or any footage, then simply you can preview here before importing. So now suppose this one just I want to import, so I have selected this one and just simply click on open here. So now here I have imported our this image. So again shortcut press R for read node, and if you want you can also select multiple images here. So maybe this one, even this one also. So hold Control and just you can select multiple images here. Then after this just simply click on open here. So here Nuke will import your all selected image here. So now here I have imported all these 4 images here. So again just simply click on this read node again, and suppose if you want to import multiple footages from different directories or from different folder, then you can also import with the help of this next option here. So suppose here first one just I am going to import this one. Then after this, don't click on open here, just simply click on next. So here just I click on this next, then you can select another one. So maybe this one, then again click on next. Even if you want, you can also change folder. So just simply click on this option and just we are going to inside our another folder. So this is our actually sequence here or image. So here I have selected this image sequence, or you can see our video here. Even downside, if you want, you can just simply play and check here before importing, and just simply click on open here. So like this you can select different images from different folder or different directories here. So now here I have imported multiple images here. So now first we have to view our images and just we have to check inside our this viewer here. So first just we have to connect our any images, which image you want to view inside our this viewer with the this viewer. So just simply pick this one and just connect it here. So this will view here. Then again second one, this one like this, third one like this. So like this just you can view any image inside this viewer here. And suppose here if you want to just compare 2 images, maybe this one and this one, so you can also display 9 images with this single viewer. So suppose here select this one and press 1, so this will view your first image. Then select second one and press 2 here. So now here if you will see downside, we have connected 2 images with this single viewer here. Then after they just place your pointer or cursor in our this viewer, then press 1 and 2. So this will automatically just switch your images 1 and 2. So now I have just place our cursor here. Now press 1, so this will display image 1, and if you will press 2, so this will display image 2. So this is mainly we will use for comparing two images here, before and after, like this here. Even you can also connect third one. So suppose this one if you want to display, then select this one and press 3 here. So now we can see 3 images inside this viewer. So again press 1, 2, 3. So like this, just you can connect 9 images with a single viewer here. So now again unplug all these images and just simply view only this one images here. So now after this, just I am going to see how we can navigate our viewer here. So just simply, if you will middle mouse button scroll, then you can simply zoom in, zoom out your viewer, and if you will hold middle mouse button, then simply you can pan it. And suppose here if you have pan and if you don't know where you have just to move your viewer, then simply you can press F for frame here. So this will frame your viewer inside our this area here. So just simply middle mouse button scroll, just zoom in, zoom out, and hold middle mouse button, just simply you can pan it here. Like this, same in node graph, just simply middle mouse button, just you can zoom in, zoom out your this node graph area, and if you will press F here, so this will frame your entire node graph inside our this node graph area here. So suppose here if you have moved like this, and if you don't know where is your all node, then simply you can press F here. So this will frame your all nodes inside this area here. Even suppose if you have little bit, suppose zoom your node graph here, then downside you will also get this navigations controls here. Then from here if you want, you can also just manage your node graph area here. Now simply again press F here. So this is a just simply just navigation of viewer and also for node graph. Next, suppose if you want to adjust area between this properties between even viewer, even node graph, then from here just you can adjust. So this divider line you will get here, then from here just simply you can adjust it. So like this, then again press F here, and middle mouse button, just zoom in, zoom out, and even you can also press H. H means just home. So this will actually fit your viewer inside our this area. Then after this, again if you will adjust it, so this will actually maintain your just this viewer here. So F for frame your viewer, and H for just home your viewer or just fit your viewer inside our this area. Then right side again from here you can also adjust. So all these areas you can adjust according to your requirement. So one more important thing, so this is new default workspace or interface. Some other interface also are enabled in Nuke. So for this, just we have to simply click on this workspace. Then there are actually 6 interface inside this Nuke here. So by default this is composting interface, and suppose if you want to switch like large node graph here, then you can select like this. So you will get here large node graph here, and this is our properties view, and this is our again viewer. Then again suppose maybe for animation. So like this, according to your requirement, just you can switch workspace, and this is default interface, which is our composting interface here. So now next thing, just we are going to see how we can import image sequence or video inside Nuke. So before importing our video, first we have to check Nuke timeline here. So if you will see here in Nuke, by default Nuke is created timeline from 1 to 100 frame. So you can see here. So now just we are going to import our image sequence or video here. So for this again, just we have to click on this image options, and just we have to click on read, and just we have to select footage. So this is our image sequence or a video here. Even if you want, you can scrub here and just you can check your video. Then after this, just simply we have to click on open here. Now I have imported our this video here, and just we have to view this video inside our this viewer. So just we have to connect with our this viewer here. So now if you will see here, your timeline had changed, which is start from 0 to 153. So this is actually due to this video or image sequence. So by default, when you will import your first video or image sequence, so this will change your timeline according to that video or image sequence. So now you can see here, which is start from 0 to 153 frame according to this video or image sequence, and right side you will get all these properties related to this video or related to this read node. So it's from here easily you can see original range, which is start from 0 to 153. Even you can also see here in timeline, which is start from 0 to 153. So Nuke automatically set your timeline according to your first video or image sequence. Now just I am going to import another image sequence or video here. So again click on read node and just select another one. So just this one. So just I am going to import this one, and I have selected, then simply again click on open here. So now here I have imported two video or image sequence. So just double click on our first image sequence, simply just double click here and just define properties 1 here, so easily we can understand. So if you will see here, this video range start from 0 to 153, and if you will double click on this second one, so just simply double click here. So this video just start from 34 to 93 here. So how we can play or display our both video inside our this viewer. So first one just play. Now just play. So this is our actually playhead controls here. So this is forward play, backward play, this is forward frame by frame, and this is actually just key to key jump. So when we will do further animation, so this will jump actually your this CTI key to key here, and this is end frame. So if you will click on this end, so this will jump your CTI on our this end frame, and this is first frame or starting frame, and this is previous frame. Like this just you can switch, and this is actually suppose if you want to play backward, then simply you can click, so this will play backward here. So now again stop it here and just click on this first frame options or start frame and just simply play and check this footage here. So now you can see here it's playing here. And suppose here again if you want to view this video, or if you want to play this video, so again just click on this starting frame options and just connect with our this footage here. Now just play this one. So if you will play here, so you will see here actually it's not playing here till frame this 34, because this image sequence or video if you will see here starting from frame 34. So this will only start playing at frame 34. Now just play and check. So again now you can see here. So this is actually due to this starting frame range. So now suppose if you want to play your footage according to these range, then you can switch from here this global to input. Global means this is actually our main timeline or composting timeline. This is important, remember this one. So in Nuke whatever we will do on our this global timeline. But if you want to play or if you want to switch your timeline according to your footage sequence, then simply you can switch it from input. So this will automatically switch timeline according to this input. So suppose now you can see here this is start from 34 and it's going towards 93, because this footage just start from 34 to 93. Now usually you can play here, and same if you will connect with our first footage, so this will again automatically switch from 1 to 153 frame. So like this just you can switch this from global to input, and easily you can play and you can check your footage or video inside Nuke here. But remember this one, this global is main timeline of our Nuke composting here. This is important. Now one more important thing just I am going to see here. Suppose here I am working on our this global timeline, which is start from just 0, and just we want to play this video according to this global timeline. So just double click on this video, then from here in this frame options just you can switch. So if you will select here this start at, so this will automatically just start other video according to our this global timeline. So suppose just double click here, so just I am going to switch it here, start at. So this will automatically play your video or start your video according to this global timeline here. So now just play and check this one. So now you can see here this is our starting frame or first frame, and if you will play, so this will play starting of our this global timeline. So this is important. So global is the main important timeline inside our this Nuke here. So now you can see here, so this is also playing starting of our this global timeline. So like this, just you can manage starting frame of your video according to your global timelines here. So again, just play and check here. So this is looking good here, and if you want to play this one, just connect and just play this one also here. Then next, just we are going to see shortcut for playing here. So JKL, so if you will press L, so this will play forward here. Now you can see K means stop, and if you will press J, so this will play backward here. Again K stop, so L means forward play. So like that, just you can play your video or image sequence inside this Nuke here. So now finally, just I'm going to see one more important things here. Suppose if you want to just view your viewer inside this full screens, or even if you want to also view your node graph inside this full screens here, so you can use spacebar. So I have placed pointer or cursor here, and if you will press spacebar, so this will actually just view your node graph inside this full screens. Again, if you will press spacebar, so just this will again rehome your this node graph here. Again, just place pointer or CTI here, then again press spacebar, so this will just view in full frame. Now press H means just home your viewer. Now play and check. So like this, just you can view your any area or any frame in full frame. Suppose if you want to play your video inside our certain range here, maybe frame from 50 to 100 only, just I want to play, then place your CTI at frame 50 and just simply click on this I means in point. Then after this, place here at frame 100 and just simply click on this O here. So now if you will play, so this will play this video only inside our this time range here or inside our this frame range here. So like this, if you want, you can also define your range and just you can play your video and you can check. Then after this, suppose if you want to clear this range, then simply you can click on this option. So this will clear your define work area or range here. Now just you can play your entire timeline here. And suppose here if you want to check your footage information, maybe frame size, all these things, then again on top this will display here, even just double click here. So right side in our this format options, so from here just you can check your footage frame size, which is our 960 720, even just double click here. So this will display. Even you can also just create another node here, so maybe checker node here, and if you will double click here, so this will display. So this is actually just 2K frame size here. So by default, actually whatever node you are creating, maybe checkerboard, constant, all these nodes actually taking frame size from this new project settings here. So suppose if you want to change, maybe suppose if you are working on 1920 1080 or 1280 720, then simply you can change all these settings in your project settings. So here for new project settings, just press S for new project settings. Then from here, if you want, you can change frame size according to your requirement. Maybe suppose if you are working for film, maybe 1920 1080 or just whatever you want, you can just define it here. So just simply I am going to select maybe 1920 1080. So now here I have changed. Even you can also change your this frame rate here, but here just only just I have changed my this frame size. Now if you will take your maybe constant or checkerboard, so this will automatically create your this checkerboard according to your defined frame size here. So now you can see here, remaining things just we will cover in later classes in details. So till here I've completed our this class first. So if you like this video, please watch, share, comment and subscribe my channel if you are still not subscribed my channel. So thanks for watching.